We'll talk about Senator Clarence Nishihara, who is a colleague of mine. As many of you may have heard, Senator Nishihara was diagnosed with the COVID virus this afternoon. He's the first elected official, the first official in the Hawaii State Capitol to be diagnosed with COVID-19. And he supposedly contracted the virus on a trip to Las Vegas that he had taken. I know he was feeling ill within the last week and a half, but he had overcome his cold and he came back to the Capitol. So recently, just a few days ago, I myself and all of my colleagues in the state Senate, except for Senator Breen Harimoto, who's been also fighting cancer, and he's stayed away from the Capitol while this has been going on. We all, at some point or another, interacted with Senator Nishihara. My office at the state Capitol is right next to his office, and so our staffs interact with each other all the time. So when the test came back this afternoon that he had tested positive, of course, that triggered a sequence of events at the state Capitol that eventually, closed down the House and the Senate. And I know members and colleagues of mine that were at the Capitol were able to get tested, along with maybe others, staff members who may have came in contact with Senator Nishihara this afternoon. I'm here to tell you that right now I feel fine. My wife, Maria, has a temperature scanner here, and we're going to take my temperature just to make sure. So here's Maria. Kids are sleeping. And what's it reading? 97.7. So right now I feel fine. And but I don't have any flu-like symptoms. Neither does Maria. But obviously, when we found out about it this afternoon, it really hit home, because I'm thinking about my kids, my wife, my mom, who's in her mid 70s, my sister, her kids. We all live here together in Hilo, up in Waikiuka, and my thoughts immediately went to them. And what would I do? Like many of others, or a few of the others that have gotten confirmed with the virus, we have no place to go. I mean, what am I going to do? I can't self-quarantine in my house when all my kids and my family's here. So we're going to get tested tomorrow. Hopefully go and see our physician early in the morning and get a COVID-19 test at Hilo Medical Center early in the morning tomorrow, first thing. And I know that they're if not mandating and encouraging every member of the state Senate and members of the House of Representatives to go and get tested as well, to find out we've been exposed to the virus. So like I said, I feel fine right now. My wife is fine. I have no flu-like symptoms. I don't have a fever. I'm not coughing. We just checked my temperature. It's 97.7. And my intent is to get tested tomorrow at Hilo Medical Center. That's going to take 3 to 5 days, possibly, to get those results back. Ironically, I was at Hilo Medical Center yesterday with Representative Chris Todd, and we did a almost 2-hour tour of HMC with Dan Brinkman and Elena Kabatu, and had a chance to visit the cafeteria and to look at all of their things that they're doing there. So my thoughts immediately went to that. Is all the people at the hospital that I interacted with yesterday. They did do temperature testing yesterday at the hospital when I showed up at HMC for the tour. Same thing, temperature is 96, 97. So that's encouraging. But right now, plan is to get tested tomorrow morning, self-quarantine for the next 3 to 5 days, and then go from there. I don't think anyone or everyone can get a test right now. Pomai, I think you have to show signs that you are sick or you have flu-like symptoms, and you go see your physician. They do an interview, talk about where you've been in the last week to week and a half, where you've traveled, who you've interacted with, and if you're you fit that profile for someone to go and get tested. Clearly, I'm now in that. I guess I'm in that bracket, that pool of people who have been in close contact and direct contact with someone who is now diagnosed with COVID-19. So we got to go check it out and see what that looks like. But like many of you out there, it has a ripple effect. I'm supposed to work for Hawaiian Airlines this weekend. I don't think people at Hawaiian Airlines would be too happy if I showed up to fly an airplane this weekend, and that goes into a whole other conversation. But those are some tough questions and things that we need to address. So that's the whole Senator Nishihara's situation today, and what I know of what's happening in regards to that right now.